Greetings. Distinguished representatives of the Italian Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Development Cooperation, distinguished colleagues from UNIDO, FAO, and intergovernmental organizations, dear partners and friends, it is my honor to greet you on behalf of the Executive Director of UN Women, Phumzile Mlambo-Ngcuka, at the opening of this conference to promote women as drivers of industry and innovation. This year, 2020, is the 25th anniversary year of the adoption of the Beijing Platform for Action. There is still much work to be done to ensure that women benefit equally from progress and from development. During the current pandemic, women have borne the brunt of its adverse impact. We are now at risk of regressing on the advances that have been made, particularly in women's access to employment. Globally, only 4 out of 10 women participate in the labor market, where they make 77 cents for every dollar earned by men. Meanwhile, women carry at least 2.5 times more unpaid care work and are overrepresented in the informal economy, where they may be subjected to exploitation and abuse. Around the world, most of the 3.6 billion people who remain offline are women. Similarly, women account for 56% of those financially excluded from the digital economy. With only 10 years left to achieve the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals, women are still underrepresented in leadership positions, in industry, and in the field of innovation, while investments in the care economy are lagging. This conference is timely as it shines a spotlight on the very issues that need to be tackled in order to support women as drivers of innovation and industry. The COVID-19 pandemic has accelerated the pace of digitization. Online services can be life-saving for women facing violence. Mobile phones can be used to access essential cash transfer programs. And with sufficient access, online education can ensure that girls and boys do not have to drop out of school. However, we must acknowledge that the benefits of innovation and technology are not enjoyed by women and men equally. We are determined not to repeat patterns of gender bias and discrimination that have rendered innovation blind to the specific needs of 50% of the population. Instead, we will ensure that women's needs are appropriately addressed by having women seated at the head of the table when technological solutions are sought. Ladies and gentlemen, the marked inequality of access to decent work, absence of investment in the care economy, and the lack of women in leadership roles in both the public and private sector has been highlighted by the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic and the consequent global economic crisis. We must ensure that the leadership role of women is supported and their contribution to industry and innovation fully recognized in order to rebuild a global economy that is more equitable, inclusive, and sustainable. The importance of harnessing technology and innovation to achieve gender equality and inclusive development has never been more clear, nor more urgent. In closing, I would like to quote UN Women's Executive Director, Madame Phumzile Mlambo-Ngcuka. She stated, "COVID-19 has been the most disruptive global force in a generation. And where there is disruption, there is the potential to rebuild, reimagine, and create a radically better world." End of quote. The future of work is here, and we need to act now. On behalf of UN Women, I wish you a very fruitful discussion over the coming days that will see the emergence of innovative approaches that can enable us to build back better on the basis of a more sustainable and resilient economy that leaves no one behind. Thank you.